Would you ever have thought that this body had a baby inside of it? I wouldn't have, and I didn't either, until I found out that that life wasn't there anymore. Miscarrying a baby is not something that people talk about a lot, and I understand why. There's a heavy sense of guilt and shame. By talking about it, you're saying to the world that my body tried. It tried and it failed to do what most bodies can do, what I couldn't do. I wasn't very far along. You couldn't even call it a baby. Not even sure you could call it a life. But the doctors called it a fetus. They called it a pregnancy. And there was a life, there was something there. My best friend told me to remember that this didn't fall through the cracks, that I didn't fall through the cracks, and my baby didn't fall through the cracks. That night in the hospital, after a day of more pain than I thought one human could handle, I dreamt of snowflakes. Just snowflakes, and the whole world is still and they're falling. And I thought of how each snowflake is beautiful and unique, and maybe created with intention. It's part of a cycle, part of a life cycle. And my baby was a snowflake that landed in my palm and just melted. I glimpsed it for a split second, and then it was gone, absorbed back into the life cycle, back into the clouds. I think it's okay to talk about. I think we should talk about it. It's our birthright as a woman to bear children. I will one day, but today wasn't that day. Today was a day of immeasurable grief and sadness. It was hard to take time off work because people think it's over, it's okay, get over it. My body still feels pregnant. I've still got hormones that I can't predict and can't control. And I'm depressed. There was a life inside of me that's gone. How do you reconcile that? I'm not afraid to tell people, but I am afraid of the way that they'll react. So often there's tears. It's okay. Sometimes they're sad for me, but sometimes I think they're scared it will happen to them. That's okay, that's human too. It might happen to you. And I hope if it does, you'll be able to talk about it. You'll be able to share and honor that inkling of life that was there but wasn't ready to be a part of this world yet. I hope you'll have a partner as supportive as mine. Someone who held my hand through every second of the ordeal. Someone who cried, because men are allowed to cry. Someone that helped me find my own feet. I hope you'll have friends as good as mine. I hope you'll have time and space to cry, because the tears will come and it's okay to let them. But I hope it doesn't happen to you. I hope you never know the pain and the sorrow and the guilt and the shame and the grief. I hope you never feel like you've been thrown into the bottom of a pit and just left to sit there, waiting for the sun to come out. You know it will. It just feels really far away sometimes. You just have to wait. Time heals all wounds, or so they say. I guess we'll find out.